Hi everyone, it's Gayle, and I finally am going to do my craft room tour after the switcheroo, as I like to call it, where I switched my filming area and crafting area and my storage area. So we're starting at the top of the stairs. I wanted to show you again. These are all my grandbabies, and they each have a mixed media canvas made by Nana. So I'll just kind of walk down slowly so you can kind of see. I'm sorry if I'm jiggling. I'm, of course, handheld here. And so there's another one up there. So anyway, that's the babies. And then we come into this little landing area. That's just, it's just the entrance. Oh, and this is a storage room here that I have like my stuff that I mail out, envelopes and whatnot. I'm going to do an overview kind of thing, and then we'll go back. And if we don't have time, I will do like a desk one later or something. So then as you walk in, there's my computer and printer, my little Epson. You guys always ask, that's it. It's a smaller one, but boy, does it do a good job. So, yep, my Epson printer and all of that stack of stuff right there is to make digitals out of if I ever get time. So that we'll come back here, but I'm going to give you the overview. So this was the storage area. This is now my crafting area, and there is my table where I film. See, it's under the window now, which is lovely. And I have everything at hand, very close, that I can grab while I'm filming. So that was the storage area. Now this is my crafting area. And then if we come around this way, this back here, well, there's my mixed media table where I film mixed media. And now this is storage back in this little cubby. So yeah, and my desk used to be under these pictures. That's where my desk used to be. So this switcheroo, I had to empty those shelves and empty my desk, switch them, and then refill them. Oh, it was very, very hard. But I got her done. Okay, so I'm going to try not to walk too fast, but we'll go back kind of to the entrance and talk a little bit about what's there. Okay, so this is sort of my shabby chic-y area, you can tell. That's down at the bottom. That's storage for my art journals that I work on. Then I have smaller journals that I've purchased or have been gifted to me there. And then up here, you can see I have a couple of my blue fern journals that I actually kept. I rarely keep one of my journals, but I did keep those. All sorts of lacy goodness everywhere there. And yeah, so I just love my little shabby chic area. Look at that really cool drawing. One of my subbies did that. Amazing. So, and Natasha at Journey of Crafting did that for me. Yeah. So anyway, that's that little thing. On the other side, again, trying not to go too fast, I have this shelf. And again, journals. So the bottom two shelves are my correspondence journals. You can see I have a basket of correspondence there that I have not put in a journal yet. So that's what those two are. This is more different ideas for journals. So that's what that shelf is. And then this shelf is ones that I have filled with my own journaling. And then I also have my Christmas idea book on that shelf as well. And then up there, I have 3 different ephemera holders that I haven't filled yet, and I'm going to. With one of them, I'm going to put some Christmas stuff in it. So that's a little organizational thing I need to do. Yeah, I'm settled pretty much, but there's still things that I want to go through and do. So let's see. Let's just go over here. I wanted these a little bit closer. These, obviously, sacks and bags, journal cards, envelopes, library cards, and notepads that little colored stand has. And I can jump up and get those pretty quickly now because they're just right there. I have some kits up above there. I just keep going up. There's my family. And then these drawers, that top drawer is purple stuff, lace, my iron and things are in there. A sewing drawer, that's sewing themed stuff. Crochet doilies, embroidered doilies. I'm going to go through those one of these days on a Forgotten Friends Friday. I was going to do it and then I thought, no, I'll wait. Then glue and tape in the second to the bottom there. And then I have some cinch journal packs there at the bottom that I need to make one of those again one of these days. Let's see. And up here, those white boxes behind the teacups are Red River Paper Company, the 26-pound matte photo paper that I print on. I've got Tim Holtz / Charms in that top. Extra mixed media product, vintage receipts, and some stamps in the rest of those drawers. So they're pretty close at hand too, because there's my desk right there. My lace is now right here. I have the rolly cart, and then let's see if I can move them with one hand. And then I have that little cart too that has lace, but then it has my Big Shot too. So let me move that back over, so because knowing me, I'll trip right over it. Okay, so that's lace. Let's see. Okay, so that's kind of closer storage, shall we say, to my desk. Now we're gonna go in the storage room, and I'm gonna start that way. But first, I'm gonna show you this scary thing. Okay, hang on. I'm just going in a circle. So all of that is to put on my Etsy, and or there's a little stack of journaly things that I need to go through. That's this right here. I need to go through and see if I want them in my idea journal or what. So yeah, look at this little fun thing. This is fun. This is my business license from when I had my bricks and mortar store. So that's kind of fun. I just kept it for posterity. So there's the fireplace, because I am in the family room. The whole family room has been turned into my craft room. So I know I'll get some comments about how blessed I am, and I know I am blessed, and I am grateful for the room to do what I do. But you know, you have to keep in mind too that I am in my craft room 6 to 8 hours every single day to produce the content that I do for you guys. So keep your comments nice, please. Anyway, we'll move on from that. So the yellow dresser and that on top is all fabric. I have fabric in the drawers. Like, for instance, we'll just open this one, and you can see that's my Kathy Holden Stasho fabric. And this oops, sorry. I know I got y'all over the place while I'm doing that. And then I have Tim Holtz over here, and just kind of my more shabby chic ones over here. And then these little buckets have like, what you call it? Charm packs or fat quarters, that sort of thing. That's some wrapped strips there, and then scraps in different sizes. So teeny weeny scraps go in there for the raggedy journal covers. Then that one's bigger scraps. This one is even bigger scraps. So scraps, scraps, scraps. Up here I have fabrics to do slow stitch. And in here is, let's see, bee themed, farm themed. I think there's one more in that little suitcase. So that's the fabric area. This little bucket down here is kind of boho sort of things. This is my favorite mixed media canvas that I ever did. And then this is my journal collection. That, you know, ones that I've bought. Some of these that were gifted, but most of these I have purchased from other artists. So this Christmas one right there, and the one next to it, those are Tsunami Rose from Daisy at Tsunami Rose. This one and this one are from Wendy's Journal Adventures. All these are Mrs. Coggs. Who else do I have here that you would know? Diane Hubert at Pretty Pink Cottage. I think this one might be Char's Crafty Shop. So yeah, just journals. Oh, this one down here, right there, is from my friend Eve Spade, Collective Chickadee. So yeah, so all of my journals that I look at to be inspired, and then I pick one to be my journal for the year. Okay, let's see, the best way to go here. I think I'm going to come this way and we'll go around kind of clockwise. So here is, see that box? That has yet to be worked on. That is projects that are in progress that I haven't finished. And so I need to go through that, but I'm not going to do it till after Christmas. I got all my Christmas, you can kind of see if I put you down there, is under my table. I just shoved it all under there, so except for this stuff on the table, so I could do the video. This was the only stack of shelves that I did not move. They were fine where they were. So let's see, up top, some forgotten friends and some little storage pouches. This is where I keep my old books. I've got a basket of vintage envelopes, and then a basket of mixed media stuff. And the mixed media stuff I give as thank yous for Etsy purchases. The pink boxes have recipe cards in them. That basket right there has napkins, some more recipe cards. That's mixed media stuff. The little basket is packaging to make into tags and stuff. I have coffee dyed stuff in that gold and red trunk. And then on the bottom is Daphne's diary stuff. And this I need to work on. That is a big old stack of a bunch of pieces of cardboard that can be used for spines, can be used to make journal toppers, that sort of thing. And then we kind of get to the mixed media part. So as you can see, paint on top. Over here on top of this one are my stencils and my distress paint, some tags that I can just quickly grab if I need to mop up some paint or something. So then these, let's see, the top drawer is Inca Gold and things that are similar to that. I think this drawer is empty. Yes, it is. It's empty. This drawer has my spray inks. This drawer has embossing powder and mark making tools. And then my jelly plate and brayer are in there, the smaller ones. This top drawer just has my baby wipes and my gloves in a bottle. This has alcohol inks. I need to change the label. It is no longer sewing patterns. It is alcohol inks. This is jewelry making stuff. Yep, that's what happens when you've done every craft under the sun. These are chipboard photo mats. I need to do something with those. Oh, I have an idea actually for those. It just hit me. This is just a bunch of envelopes that can be altered. Let's see, glitter and stickles in there. And oh, the bottom is my shower curtain that I put over stuff when I'm jelly plating. We got paintbrushes. Oh, and then the next 3 drawers are things that could be coffee dyed. Actually, 4 drawers, I think. I don't even know what's in here. Oh, coffee dye and stuff. My pans and stuff. Okay, over here, scissors and punches and whatnot. Extra ink pads. Most of those I got at garage sales. And even if they're a little bit dry, if you add water to them, you can make some fun marks with them. There's distress pads and those little distress inks in there. Washi. This is washi that I don't grab for often, so it's kind of extra washi. This is a thing of buttons and crochet thread, it looks like. Journal fabric. A lot of this is coffee dyed. So that's what that is, what's in here. Oh, this is my mixed media. I don't know what to do with it stuff. Puzzle pieces and game pieces and stuff like that. There's a book of wallpaper. So that pretty well does that. Looks like I need to straighten that a little bit. Okay, so then here's my table. And this little cart, let's see. The middle tray is my TAPEROLOGY stuff. Then just little extra scissors and my acrylic plates and little extra glue and what do you call this stuff? You know, the sticky tape, double-sided tape, and that sort of thing there. Obviously, ruler, heat gun, water, and paper towels. This pile is mixed media things I want to do. So it's kind of a to-do pile. And then this over here on top is all my neurographic art. And then these are just some papers that I need to do stuff with. So that's what that is. So as you can see, I still have a ways to go. So this side under the table's on risers, bed risers, so that I can stand up and do it. I don't know, for whatever reason, mixed media, I feel like I need to stand up. So that box is extra fun stuff that I will use for door prizes at my next subscriber retreat. I have a couple extra lamps under there, my garbage. I have a stool that my dad made and my big jelly plates there. And then up here, I have a a yucky mat, a couple of glass that I can use for pallets, and then, you know, the tabletop. Here's my filming arm. Okay, and then this table that kind of makes a T with it. This is my table that I have for sending out my Etsy orders. The only thing I have on it right now is this project tray right here, and that is the project I'm working on Patreon. So we'll back up and go down this side. I think I might go on the other side of the table. Excuse me while I do this. So in the corner there, it looks even more crooked on camera than it does in real life. So that's my 12 by 12 paper tower that fell apart while we were moving it. Oh, it was such a mess, but it's all right now. Those rolls on the left are Craft Tex, and so yeah, so those are good. This brown drawer unit is yarn and some sari ribbon, twine, baker's twine, ribbons, you know, printed ribbons, things like that is what's in there. And then up top there, we've got the jars that have the markers that my grandkids use, and then any rolled paper, you know, that arty paper that you can get in rolls. And then on the, let's see, the right there is painter's masking paper, that sort of thing. Go over this away. That's just a little kind of a bundle of ribbons that I have saved off packages or things like that. Up above, those little art things, see those two little things that look like minions? The one in the black frame was done by a little kid, and then I did a mixed media rendition of it. Those were that was a fundraiser for our local art museum. That was really fun. The little kids did something, and then you had to make something inspired by their artwork. That was really cool. Let's see, that little shelf is ready to go journal covers, because, you know, I love making them. And so I have a stock of journal covers. To the left of that is my envelope maker and my Tim Holtz stamping platform. And then to the right of it is a couple of big dictionaries that I tear pages out of. Down below is some more books. To the left is floral books, and in the basket are vintage books, children's books and stuff like that. Let's see what's in here. Oh yeah, my Amazon packaging to make covers out of. So the materials to make covers are by the completed covers, if that makes sense. Okay, and then another little basket that has rolled paper on it. And then this is paper and mixed media sort of stuff. Up at the top, that box that says Inspire Love is a lot of things like time cards and tags and stuff like that I can just grab and use as bases. The two boxes on the right of that are envelopes from where I worked. They changed the logo, and I took all the leftover envelopes rather than put them in recycling so I could play with them. These papers were going to be tossed out of my office, and I grabbed those too. Let's see, there are playing cards in that yellow thing. There's a little box of postcards. And then these are my Rhonda Without an H pages. Next to that, colored paper. Next to that, Tim Holtz rolled tissue paper. Let's see, what do I have? Oh yeah, in the brown suitcase are playing cards. In the dark suitcase are mark making things. Those are my 9x12 envelopes that I use for making covers. These are all sorts of dyed and papers with designs on them and stuff that have come from Etsy shops. Down here, let's see, we've got like packaging and stuff in here. We've got window envelopes in here. These pretty much waiting to be coffee dyed. This is a package of circus stuff, calendars, old calendars. These again are envelopes from where I used to work. Back here, I've got a few mixed media envelopes that I've done. I think there's index cards in there. That's just banking stuff. This pile of paper is stuff to be jelly printed on. And then there's some vintage things in this black thing. This is things that I've made digitals out of. That's mostly that box. It also has some big sacks in it. And then these, okay, I have my sack of paper towels and baby wipes that are painty. This is all mixed media stuff. Painted papers. These are these painted and napkins put on them and whatever. This one is my jelly prints that are done. This is a bunch of coffee dyed scrapbook paper that I've had for years. And then this is also things that I've made digitals out of. I've got some vintage magazines on the bottom, the tubs in the middle, letters and words and tags. And then that brown box that says holidays, that's a bunch of vintage flowers that I got at an estate sale. Above that is tissue paper, and above that are paper kits I've gotten from Roxy Creations. So that's that one. Let's see. This one is all paper. So up at the top, we've got just, colored cardstock. This little thing is vintage wallpaper. No, this little thing is handmade paper, the handmade kind, like that. Underneath it is the wallpaper. Some pads that are just from Michael's. Up here, let's see. Colored cardstocks. These were all from my office that they were cleaning out. Craft paper. My friend Eve gave me that. Some colored cardstock, white cardstock. This is vintage stationery that I've gotten at estate sales, and this is 8.5 by 14 paper, dyed and coffee dyed. Let's see, we've got little pieces of cardstock up above, all my labels. This knit t-shirts box is full of page protectors, also got those at an estate sale. And then underneath is cardstock. And we've got some books that I'm using for book pages and or glue books in this one. These are books that I've taken pages out of. Let's see there's pages, things that could be pages. Let me come around to the side kind of. I gotta adjust, sorry for the jiggle. Ledger paper, there's old newspapers, that sort of thing. And then there's some bits and pieces. These are mostly thank yous from Emily at Vintage Polka Dot Shop with different kind of papers in them. That little yellow basket has eco-dyed papers that I've done and that others have done. The next stack over to it has this cool handmade paper from Amazon. It's really cool. I think if you search vintage handmade paper, something like that, that'll come up. There's some Florentine paper there, some various coffee dyed. The other side right here is straw paper from Rachel. This down here is deli paper that I got at a local deli. And then those little things at the bottom, let's see. The right hand one I think has some digitals that from long ago, you know, leftover digitals from long ago. The middle one has colored paper, and the left one has coffee dyed paper. There's coffee dyed paper above that. And then that priority mailbox has old wrapping paper in it. This is my little tote that has all my wonderful Edith Holden things that my friend Carrie gave me for my birthday. My friend Carrie the crafter, several years ago. Okay, that brings us to this corner, which we've got this little tray, and it's got things like dies and embossing folders and that sort of thing in it. There's a couple of drawers of different kinds of paper clips, mark makers. It's kind of my overflow for gems and, you know, pearls and stuff like that. There, my Christmas napkins are down in there, so it's various stuff like that. Let's see, starting from the bottom, there's my crocodile that I hardly use anymore because I like my handheld one. These are music pages. These are sort of keepsakes like Disneyland stuff and that kind of thing. This is my hoard of Tim Holtz 12 by 12. When I heard he wasn't making it anymore, I stocked up, so I'm good to go. This is crunchy, like coffee dyed parchment paper and tracing paper, that kind of thing. Obviously my rolls of wax paper, plastic wrap, parchment paper, that sort of thing. I have sacks here, like wine sacks, and these awesome printed sacks from Deb at Artsology. Shipping tags that I got at the office supply store. Some more vintage books for pages. And up above, this is my travel art journal, and it's got watercolors in there and stuff. Vintage stuff like S&H green stamps, maps. This is coffee dyed window envelopes. This one is music, vintage music too. Okay, so then I'll show you some of the fun artwork by friends. And this one's from Diane Shaw, Shawcraft 1 on YouTube, and My Old Barn Door on Etsy. Isn't that sweet? So, yeah, and then there's more over here. A friend did this bunny one with the ladies, and I've done all the rest of those. Those are just mixed media days. Okay, so over here we've got obviously Sorry Silk, my diffuser, and then in these little things, the top drawer there is my snack drawer. You can see the gum in it. Then the bottom one is crimper punches and punches. The bottom is doily maker and foam. Extra office supplies in this one, and this one has Tim Holtz ephemera, extra ephemera, and extra supplies down at the bottom, like an extra glue pin and various, you know, other supplies. These two little things have index cards in them. Obviously my CD player, which I hardly ever do because I'm usually filming. My digitals. Let's talk about that. So this is alphabetical by shop because, you know, I have to remember the shops. And so kind of my most used ones are there. And then I have on the floor, I have two more things of them. The little white picket fence basket, those are ones that I intend to make sooner or than later. You know, there's only about enough there for, 20 journals or something. Oh, this one in the corner is ribbons and like batting that I put on my journal covers. There's some lace in there, and I think that's about it. Over on this side, we've got that whole stack there is Blue Fern Studios paper. I'm on their design team. So that's what that is. And then underneath there are project boxes. That's where mostly art journal-y stuff is over there. My drop paper journals and stuff. Oh, I forgot under this table too. So I also have project boxes stacked under this table. And those are like farm and bee and sewing. And there's a Shirley Temple one and that I've used while I've been doing my Shirley Temple journal here. And then I have flower books stacked up. And then on top, you might recognize that's my Marguerite Miller book. And it's in there's a tray underneath it that has like things that I think she might be having us put in our collages. Okay, this needs to be taken care of. One of these days, I've just got to get into that. Look at its bowing. It's so full. But that's scraps. That's all scrapbook paper type scraps. Ugh, so many. So we need to do something about that. These are stamps. The other two shelves are stamps. The ones in the green basket are Blue Fern Studio. The one on the bottom, the wood ones right there, those are flowers. And then the others are random ones. And then you can see I've shoved batting in between there too. Because why wouldn't I? So there's my crazy bulletin board with stuff that friends have made and that kind of stuff. I used to put up this filming sign. I could probably get rid of that now because my husband knows when I'm filming because he can hear me talking. This is a mixed media piece that somebody sent me. That was fun. Okay, maybe I can just come this away to do at least the top of this one. So to the left there, that is tracing paper, watercolor paper, that sort of thing. This is all mixed media stuff in my aprons up there, my drop papers. The middle basket there is different book pages, maps, and like shorthand books and stuff like that. This basket has more aprons because I'm a very messy girl. And then this shelf just has all sorts of mixed media stuff. You can kind of see like gessos and different like gray gesso and clear gesso and all that, and texture paste and stuff that is there. Let me come over here. Let me walk over. So I know it looks like a lot, but I know where everything is. I do. Let's do under the table on this side since I'm pointed that way. So that big tub there are storage things like the little bins that I use to keep my ephemera in when I'm working on a journal, that sort of thing. My coffee dyeing stuff right there. And then that's the stack of paper that can be coffee dyed. And then my project cart is there too. Okay, so So we started there and we came around this way, like so. Okay, and then on the top here, these are, I think, are some ideas. These are ruffles, and I have a basket of ruffles too. And then these are like embellished paper clips, paper clippy type things. And then this little box is where I initially kept my ephemera that was done, but now it's just got some embossed things. This is one I need to go through. And then up here, this little thing has like my Tim Holtz corners. It's got some eyelets and stuff. Same with those drawers. This area needs to be gone through. I need to do that. So, and then this down here on the right, you can see my cinch at the top, but those bottom two shelves are all ideas. So I have an idea cupboard rather than an idea book. I have idea books too, but, and then that black basket on top is watercolor paints. The second shelf, all those white papers, those are pre-cut journal cards and ATCs. I've got some of my finished ones there. And then down on the bottom, I have my Rolodex that I do pages in every now and again, cards, and then the cinch spines. So I think, that about does the storage. So yeah, at one time, that was my entire craft room, and we used our family room as an actual family room. But then our puppy didn't like the basement, so we moved our TV and everything upstairs. And so, and Mike said, you need more room for what you do. And so now I have more room. And, you know, it's not matchy-matchy. It's really not as beautiful as some of the craft room tours that I've seen. But what I can tell you is this is a working craft room. Because like I said, I'm down here 6 to 8 hours a day. This table will start a little bit here, but then I think I'll save the other part for another video. What's within arm's reach. I always get that question. And so I think that we'll do that part. But this side, this little table, this is where I stack up as Etsy shares come in the mail. I set them on there, and then I can just take that over and film the Etsy share. And this little stack of papers, these are the sales and announcements and things like that people have emailed me. So let's go underneath on this side because it's more or less storage as well. So on the very bottom of that little white table is my little bag that has all my markers in it for doodling. And then this is the back of the 6x6 paper basket that's under that table. And then here I have laces and, you know, some of the like lace I've cut off. I bought a lace dress at a garage sale for like $3, and I just cut it all apart and used the lace. So even though it looks like a lot of it is thrifted, is estate sales, and just, you know, junk mail and stuff, or like over here, the packaging, as I've bought supplies and stuff, I keep the packaging because it makes great tag bases. So I guess I'm probably anticipating, because it happens every time I show you guys either supplies or my craft room, I get some people that are less than kind. But, you know, I hesitate to say this is my job because it doesn't feel like a job. I love doing it. But you know, I do a video every single day. I need stuff to work with. And I don't know about you, but I need options. I need choices. And so that thus I do have lots of stuff. I will admit that. But at the same token, you know, it's what I do. So anyway, that's it, you guys, for now. I think I'll cut this off, and then I'll do a separate video of this area, which is my working area for journal making videos, as opposed to over here that's mixed media, and I can get all sorts of messy over here. So thank you so much for watching, everyone. I so appreciate it, and I've appreciated your enthusiasm about my switcheroo. It wasn't easy, but I think well worth it. It just feels more cohesive in terms of zones to work in, and I just really appreciate it. Please be kind in your comments, and we will just see you in the next video. Have a grateful day. Bye, everyone.